Welcome. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for being part of this process of doing things for their own sake and really, making actions count. One of the things that I like to do sometimes is just in my heart is I like to send an affirmation, an expression of peace or blessing to people as I walk up. And I was walking up to a person today, and I just was saying this shining. I was wishing them well. I'm walking up to them, wishing them well, sending them a blessing, and they very clearly looked at me and had a sense of a disgruntled element about me being in presence with them. And it reminded me of the TV show Seinfeld. I saw an episode of Seinfeld where he left a tip, but he wanted to make sure that the person saw him leaving the tip, and so he was going to take the tip out and it was only going to give it if the person saw it. And I realized, no, I don't want to wish this person well only if I feel like it's reciprocal. I want to send that sense of well-being out into the world regardless if it's being reflected back to me or not. I want to suggest that by sending that feeling of well-being, of benevolence into the world, even for people that are not nice to you, that's when we really are making a real difference. Not doing a wish of goodwill, as a reciprocal arrangement, but just really sending that sort of element like the sun shining in every direction at once, wishing the world well. So don't do a George Costanza blessing. Do a blessing that exists for its own sake. Bless the world because it is your relationship to life. Your world is the life that you're experiencing. When you bless the world, you remember the world is a mirror. When you bless the world, even if it doesn't feel like it, it's being reflected back to you. Maybe not in the moment, but in a way that it creates a whole different relationship to that world. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. So here we go. Remember, when you bless the world, a real blessing, not a George Costanza blessing, that's really you being grateful for your own life. Thank you so much for joining, and let's get together again soon. Namaste.